X vs Y, written by Rohit Diman, a yet to born young soul, describes her experience while she is with the Master, God Almighty. In the skies above, thousands of light years away from the Milky Way galaxy, is a home of peaceful souls known as the Lighthouse. Countless such souls are residing in the lighthouse from thousands of Earth years. Some are satisfied with the joy they have here, while others are waiting for their next turn to get back in a human form. All of them are currently in the possession of their protective guardian, whom they lovingly call as the Master or God Almighty. Hey, hi, I happen to be one such soul whose spark contribute to the ever-illuminating light of the magnificent lighthouse. People on the earth address my Master with many names, primarily as a God. They pray to my Master more out of fear than love. We souls are well aware of that. All of us currently reside in the form of droplets of light, cherishing each and every moment in the loving company of our compassionate Master, who has nurtured us with care. This is Master's way of making the young soul ready for their journey of earthly experience. They say that the human life is most sought after many births. Oh, did I mention about the deeds yet? So, the deeds are more commonly known as karmas, as per the language of people on the earth. Today, the Master is little concerned for one soul who is making its way outside the nest of lighthouse. That's me. Journey through the Milky Way is as superb as it can be. Flying through the stars and the family of planets, I finally reach the spectrum of planet Earth. You will reside in a physical body until you get one of your own. The being who will nurture you all this time till you develop your own physical body is called a mother. She is the true mirror of masters and will shower all the love and affection on you as the Master did. In fact, the Master has created her with all its loving qualities to take care of your early years. Mother will be assisted by a father to raise you up till you grow self-sufficient. Love and respect both of them all through till they are with you, said the guardian. I already have a body sparkling like a sun's ray. What is this body that you are referring to? I said. This is your soul body. The physical world needs a physical body with organs that will enable you to survive and operate there. In fact, these very organs create a debit or credit in soul's overall account balance. So try to do well. Saying this, the guardian angel further showed the way for me into the mother's womb, assuring I won't feel alone in there. They also called out that with Master's grace, I will be able to know all that the mother and father will communicate. I will feel all the emotions that the mother will go through in this journey, when her womb will be my house for 9 months. If the mother will be happy, so will be I. At this point, I do not know what exactly they mean by happy. Meanwhile, on planet Earth, the small apartment in Sarojini Nagar suddenly seems to be good enough for Tina, as she is now totally focused in the preparation of their baby's arrival. She shares the good news with her husband Banu, who somehow doesn't seem to be that excited. Next morning, Banu takes her to a small town clinic located in an old building with cluttered walls in Delhi. The lady doctor, a lean old woman, makes Tina comfortable. Bhanu had spoken to her a day before with his wish list clearly communicated. The doctor asks him to wait outside the ultrasound room while she examines Tina. After discovering it's a girl child, There is an hour-long debate between Bhanu and Tina. Finally, as per Bhanu's wish, abortion is done. The soul gets released from the mother's womb. Why has father thrown me out of my dwelling? I was supposed to stay a lot long inside. Where is the physical body the guardian angels were referring to? Is this the outside world they were referring to? Mother, please stop crying. Why are you shouting in pain? I want to wipe your tears, but I have no hands. I want to gaze into the eyes of father, but I have no eyes. At least, oh mother, you have the liberty to cry. Why has father thrown me out of my dwelling? I was supposed to stay there for 9 months, right? When all the emotion was juggling inside me, I saw my good old friends, the guardians angels. They took me in their shelter away from the zone of pain. What kind of guardian are you? Did you see? They butchered me while I was sleeping unaware and unexpected. I couldn't hide my suffering. There's a long pause after question as well. No, that is not possible as per the universal law. You are dead as per the practical definition created by mortal. You are out of the physical dimension, hovering in the solar world, but your account is not closed. I try hard to make an interpretation of whatever they said. And please enlighten me as to how long do I stay here. As long as they don't open the doors for you to go back, said the guardians. 8 years have passed by ever since. Shubhi, who is dealing as a single parent with her daughter and managing her role as a corporate professional simultaneously at a workplace, Shubhi is bullied by her boss Amit Khatri. A professional rival, Ding Dong, is a blue-eyed boy in the eyes of Amit. Ding Dong makes no stone unturned to let Shubhi down. The biggest thorn in Shubhi's eyes is Ding Dong's team. Why? Which has reflected exemplary performance over Shubhi's team consistently. Both Ding Dong and Shubhi are competing to be the successor of their boss Amit, who is approaching retirement soon. Meanwhile, Bhanu is working as a supervisor in a US-based architectural firm. Tina has taken up the role of freelancing fitness trainer who desperately wants to become a mother due to aging. Tina's baby was aborted by Bhanu due to his preference for a baby boy. This act keeps on haunting Bhanu as he is responsible for her current body complication due to which she is not getting pregnant. Tina expresses her anguish on Bhanu for getting her abortion years back, post which she could not conceive till now. Bhanu shares the tragic incident of his childhood when he could not save his eldest sister Disha, falling prey to clutches of molestation, and how she committed suicide. Hence, she never wanted to live in constant fear throughout his life by becoming a father of a daughter. Shubhi and Bhanu's live get connected with when Bhanu is fired from his first job due to his people-centric approach. He is interviewed and selected by Shubhi in his Chinese MNC architectural firm, where Shubhi becomes his new boss. Team X now start reporting to Bhanu. In his new role, Bhanu realized that he first needs to remove the integral friction within the team and Shubhi. Only after that he can get Shubhi her due in the organization by outshining Ding Dong. After few years of Bhanu joining the new job, Tina gets pregnant. Though Bhanu is happy with the news of becoming dead, he cannot overcome his speculative fear of being a father of a girl child due to his tragic past. He tries not to make Tina aware of the fact of his preferences for chromosome Y over chromosome X. Both Bhanu and Tina are unaware that it is the same soul that has entered Tina womb, which was aborted 8 years back by Bhanu. The soul is still skeptical if it will get Bhanu's acceptance in case the soul get the gender body like last time around. At work, Bhanu first brings self-confidence of his Team X back by organizing an outdoor event between his team and Ding Dong's team. After regaining the lost confidence of Team X, Shubhi shares her dream of creating a better town planning design than Ding Dong's team. Team X has consistently longed from Ding Dong's team in last 2 years. In the workplace, both Bonga and Dara keep on betting whether it will be a girl or a boy for Bhanu. Dara bets that Bhanu will be blessing with a son while Bonga believes it will be a daughter. Bhanu tries to ignore them but each time has a silent inclination towards Dara winning. On the way of designing submission, both teams get ready to present their project to Amit. Ding Dong cunningly presents first, which Shubhi allow him graciously during the course of presentation. Shubhi and Bhanu realize that Ding Dong's project is a replica of Shubhi and Bhanu's project. Shubhi tries to convince Amit that what Ding Dong is presenting is actually her team's idea. However, Amit gives his verdict in favor of Ding Dong. Subsequently, this brings a rift between Shubhi and Bhanu. Shubhi now holds Bhanu responsible for the present day situation since he was supposed to guard the project file with a password he shared with the team. Even before the team could figure out the traitor, Bhanu discovered a secret which is an eye-opener for him. Eventually, course of events lead Bhanu to a state of turmoil since Shubhi lost Ding Dong's silence and Bhanu eventually lost his stake in Shubhi's eye. A depressed Bhanu starts ignoring Tina, who feels neglected during her pregnancy when she needed all the care. In the state of turmoil, Bhanu reaches home and shows no concern for Tina in her pregnancy. Tina, who is already feeling neglected due to Bhanu's behavior, becomes aggressive due to his ignorance and in a state of war of words slip on the floor accidentally. Bhanu rushes her to the hospital where Radhika holds Bhanu responsible for Tina's situation. Will Tina be able to give birth to the child? Shubhi called for the final gathering of the entire team before her plan of leaving the city. All agree and meet on a hotel terrace for a final party before they disperse in different walks of life. Incidentally, Ding Dong planned his fall engagement with Kate in the same hotel. Kate is accompanied with her friend Chun-Li to the hotel, however. Ding Dong denied Chun-Li entry inside, making the engagement an extremely private affair. Chun-Li realized that there is something fishy and contacts Shubhi for help. Kate realizes she has been used by Ding Dong all along. Shubhi's team is reluctant to help Kate in this hour of need due to her wrongdoing. However, Shubhi convinces them to help Kate and all of them agree and rescue Chun-Li from Ding Dong, thereby teaching him a lesson of life. Kate realizes her mistake and shares the background with Amit. Post this, Amit not only apologizes to Shubhi, Bhanu and team but also promotes both Shubhi and Bhanu and gave the title of the design awarding Shubhi's team. At the same time, Bhanu gets a call from Dr. Radhika that Tina can deliver anytime now. The team rushes with Bhanu to the hospital. Radhika opens the door of operation theatre. She is not surprised to see Bhanu standing right in the front of the door. Tina and Bhanu are blessed with a boy. Dara and Debo congratulate each other as they both win the bet. Shubhi greets Radhika to Bhanu's surprise. Debo poses the $1 million question in a loud voice of whether it's a boy or a girl. Everyone stood silent, pin drop silence. Bhanu has not done good deeds in this birth that God can bless him with a baby girl. Better luck next time, Bhanu. It's boy this time, said Radhika, with a smile on her face. Dhara and team shout in joy. They all carry Bhanu on their shoulders. Debo is extremely delighted as he won the bet at last. Shubhi and Radhika hug each other. Bhanu thanks God with close eye. They are permitted entry in Tina's room after an hour. Bhanu hugs Tina and cuddles his newborn, thanking God for forgiving his abortion sin and giving him the pleasure of fatherhood. Shubhi kisses Tina's forehead in front of Bhanu. Shubhi then opened the suspense to Bhanu. She said, I and Radhika are teenage friends. Tina knows me from early childhood. I was posted in Pune shortly after I started my career, but not being able to attend Tina's marriage was a blessing in disguise. Bhanu, who would have never joined my team if Tina would have told you that I am hiring you on a recommendation. And don't be mad if I further tell you that Tina shared your past with us. All these bets between Dhara and Debo were just to show positivity in your approach towards a daughter. We wanted you to cope up from the state of mind where you started believing that girl child is a curse. So we thought of applying principle of game theory, and here you are. Bhanu got up from the chair, overwhelmed. God did not bless me with a daughter. I think God is still annoyed with me, said Bhanu. No, he is not annoyed with you. He wants you to try again, and who knows, maybe this time luck favor you to be a proud father of a daughter. But God knows that now you were ready for this. Those hints that we gave you were to test your patience, and I am glad you succeed. They have told me in the 4th month itself that it is a boy, said Tina. She stepped forward and gave a tight hug to Bhanu. Radhika, who is holding the baby in her hands, joined them. The entire group encircled them. Here I am, out in the world. If they had a secret, so that had I. I never told anyone that I was Disha, in my previous birth, father's sister. Then he was my brother, now he is my father. But it's not the relationship that matters. What matters is that father is happy. Relationship that matters. What matters is that father is happy today, and so am I.